You believe strength is physical, muscle, speed, endurance. You believe discipline is about forcing yourself to work harder. But why? Why do some men remain calm when everything collapses? Why do some people stand steady in chaos while others panic? Why can one mind endure humiliation, failure, fear, and another shatter? Most never ask this. They train the body. They chase productivity. They collect strategies. But the samurai knew something modern life has forgotten. Before you master the sword, you must master the mind. This was not poetry. It was survival. And the method they used was simple, uncomfortable, silent. It did not require motivation. It required confrontation. Centuries ago, in feudal Japan, young warriors were not first-handed blades, they were handed stillness. Because a sword in the hands of a restless mind is chaos, but a sword in the hands of a controlled mind is precision. The technique was not mystical. It was not dramatic. It was not loud. It was a discipline called Zanshin, remaining mind. Not thinking ahead, not replaying the past, but maintaining total awareness of the present moment, even after action. This was not relaxation. This was vigilance without tension. Imagine drawing a blade, striking, and even after the strike lands, your mind does not collapse into relief. It stays, alert, to calm, unattached. This is control. Modern life has reversed this principle. We act, and immediately we react to our own action. We check. We doubt. We fear judgment. We replay conversations. We anticipate criticism. The mind never rests in awareness. It jumps between outcomes, and so anxiety becomes default. But the samurai trained differently. Let me tell you a story. A young warrior named Haruto once sought mastery under a respected sword teacher in a mountain village. Haruto was talented, quick, strong, but impatient. In sparring, he would strike fiercely, then immediately glance at his opponent's reaction. If the opponent staggered, he relaxed. If the opponent countered, he panicked. His body was fast. His mind was unstable. One evening, after another chaotic sparring session, the master called him forward. "You strike well," the master said, "but you disappear after your strike." The master handed him a wooden sword and instructed him to strike a hanging piece of cloth in the courtyard. Haruto swung. The cloth moved. "Again," said the master. He struck again. "Strike, stand." The instruction was simple. After each strike, remain still, do not blink, do not shift your weight, do not think about the strike, do not look for approval, just remain. At first, Haruto's mind screamed, "Was the strike good? Did I miss? Am I improving? How long must I stand?" His body felt strong. His mind felt chaotic. Days passed, then weeks. The silence after each strike no longer felt empty. It felt powerful. He no longer rushed to evaluate himself. He no longer anticipated the master's reaction. He remained grounded, and when sparring resumed, something was different. He struck and did not disappear. He stayed. If the opponent countered, he saw it. If the opponent hesitated, he sensed it. If nothing happened, he remained. His awareness expanded. His fear shrank. This was Zanshin, not control through force. Control through sustained presence. The deeper principle behind this technique is not historical. It is psychological. Modern neuroscience confirms something ancient warriors understood instinctively. When we constantly evaluate outcomes, our brain activates threat detection systems. The amygdala becomes alert. Stress hormones rise. We enter reactive mode. But when we maintain present moment awareness without immediate judgment, the prefrontal cortex, the center of regulation, stays engaged. You do not suppress fear, you regulate it. Zanshin is the art of not collapsing after action. In modern life, we collapse constantly. You send a message, then obsess over the reply. You present an idea, then scan faces for approval. You post content, then refresh for validation. You make a decision, then replay it endlessly. Your mind leaves the present and runs toward imagined futures. And this creates instability. The samurai understood something brutal. The moment after action is the most dangerous moment, because that is when attachment appears. Attachment to outcome, attachment to praise, attachment to success, and attachment creates fear of loss. so they trained to remain unattached. This does not mean they did not care. It means they did not cling. Another principle guided them: Mushin, no mind. Mushin does not mean empty. It means unobstructed. Thoughts may arise, but they do not stick. In combat, hesitation kills. In life, hesitation drains energy. When your mind is cluttered with what if, what next, what did they think, you lose clarity. Zanshin and Mushin together created warriors who could act decisively and remain stable. But how does this apply to you? You do not carry a sword. You carry responsibilities, deadlines, conversations, decisions. Each day, you act, but do you remain after you act? Or do you vanish into anxiety? Consider a difficult conversation. Most people rehearse it endlessly. Then during the conversation, they react emotionally. Afterward, they replay every word. 3 phases, 3 chances to lose control. A warrior approach is different. Prepare, act, remain. After speaking, stay present. Do not immediately evaluate. Observe your breathing. Observe the other person. Stay grounded. This small shift changes everything. Because emotional escalation often happens after the initial action. A sharp comment, a defensive reply, a spiral of reaction. But if you remain, you see the next move clearly. The ancient masters trained this not only in combat, but in daily rituals, tea ceremony, archery, calligraphy, each act followed by stillness. In Kudo, Japanese archery, after releasing the arrow, the archer holds posture. This is not aesthetic. It is psychological reinforcement. You release. You remain. The shot is done. The outcome is not yours. Your responsibility ended at release. Imagine applying this to your life. You prepare carefully. You act fully. You release control of the result. And then you remain stable. No frantic checking. No emotional collapse. This is mental sovereignty. Modern psychology calls this response flexibility, the ability to pause between stimulus and reaction. Studies show that individuals who can maintain non-judgmental awareness after action experience lower anxiety, better performance, and higher emotional resilience. The samurai discovered this without brain scans. They discovered it through consequence. A distracted mind died quickly. A steady mind survived. But mastery was not immediate. Haruto did not transform overnight. During training, he often failed. Sometimes after striking, his shoulders would twitch. His eyes would seek the master's approval. Each time, the master would tap his shoulder lightly. You left. Left where? Left the present. That tap was not punishment. It was reminder. In your life, you need reminders. When you send an important email and immediately open it again, tap. You left. When you finish a workout and criticize your performance, you left. When you speak your truth and instantly regret it, tap. You left. The practice is simple. After action, remain still for a moment, breathe, observe, detach from evaluation. It sounds small. It is not, because this moment trains your nervous system to trust itself. Trust reduces fear. Fear reduction increases clarity. Clarity improves performance. Over time, your mind stops chasing validation. You begin acting from principle, not approval. This was the core of Bushido, the way of the warrior. Honor was internal, not dependent on applause, and this internal compass is rare today. We live in constant external measurement, likes, metrics, feedback, comparison. Every action feels exposed. So we rush to secure reassurance, but reassurance is temporary. Control is internal. In Chapter 3 of Haruto's training, the master arranged a final test, a public demonstration. Villagers gathered. Other students watched. Haruto faced a skilled opponent. The match began. Strike, block, footwork, breathing steady. At one moment, Haruto landed a clean hit. The crowd murmured. In the past, this would have triggered pride or relief. But he did not react. He remained. The opponent countered immediately. Because Haruto remained present, he saw it coming. He adjusted, finished cleanly. After the final strike, he held posture. No celebration. No scanning for applause, just awareness. The master nodded once. Later that evening, the master said, "You have learned to stay. That was all. Mastery was not in striking harder. It was in remaining longer. This principle applies beyond performance. It applies to emotion. When anger rises, most people act, then fuel the anger with thoughts. But if you practice Zanshin internally, you feel the anger and remain. You do not collapse into it. You do not amplify it. You observe it without attachment. Modern cognitive behavioral therapy uses similar principles. Recognize the thought. Label it. Do not fuse with it. Acceptance and commitment therapy calls it cognitive diffusion. The samurai called it discipline. Different language, same core truth. Your mind produces reactions. You choose whether to inhabit them. Control is not suppression. It is sustained awareness. Imagine if after every decision you made today, you remained grounded for 5 breaths. No phone, no self-criticism, no anticipation, just presence. At first, discomfort appears. Silence feels threatening, because your mind is addicted to stimulation. But gradually, something shifts. The space between action and reaction widens, and in that space, power exists. The modern world teaches speed. Respond immediately. React quickly. Keep up. But speed without awareness is fragility. The samurai moved quickly in battle, but their minds were slow and steady. That paradox created precision. There is a Japanese concept called mada. Mat is the silence between notes. In architecture, it is empty space. In combat, it is timing. In life, ma next to the pause between action and reaction. Zanshin protects that space. Without it, you live in constant reactivity. With it, you become deliberate. And deliberate people shape their lives differently. You may never face a duel, but you face internal battles daily. Doubt, comparison, fear of failure. Each one strikes. If you react impulsively, you lose clarity. If you remain, you regain control. The forbidden part of this technique is not secrecy. It is difficulty. Most people will not practice stillness after action. They crave resolution. They crave reassurance. But mastery requires discomfort. Haruto once asked the master, "When will I no longer feel fear?" The master replied, "When fear comes and you remain." Not when fear disappears, but when it arrives and you do not leave. That is mind control. Not eliminating thought, not eliminating emotion, but refusing to be dragged by them. So begin small. Today, after you complete one task, do not rush to the next. Pause, stand, breathe. After you speak in a meeting, resist the urge to self-evaluate instantly. Remain. After you send a message, close the app. Remain. These moments are training, and over time your nervous system rewires. You become less reactive, more grounded, more precise. The samurai understood that external victory is temporary. Internal victory endures. A controlled mind is not loud. It does not boast. It does not panic. It acts. It remains. And in remaining, it sees clearly. When storms come, and they will, most will be thrown by their own reactions, but you will have practiced staying. That is the difference. Before mastering the sword, they mastered their mind. Before mastering the world, you must master your response to it. The technique is not mystical. It is not dramatic. It is simple. Act fully. Remain completely. Detach quietly. This is how the samurai mastered their minds, and this is how you begin mastering yours. Train in silence. Remain after action. Guard the space between stimulus and response. In that space, your strength is forged. Walk steadily, stay present, and do not disappear.